now we're going to talk about the cycle of functions. There are 8 functions in one cycle. And in this example, we're going to start with fire. So we got fire, unlock, extract, eject, cock, feed, chamber, and lock. Okay? So you have your 8 cycles with one pull of the trigger. So you have your 8 functions with one pull of the trigger. That's for a semi-automatic. For an automatic, if you held the trigger down, it would just continuously go through this cycle until you, 1, let go of the trigger, 2, you have a malfunction, or 3, you run out of ammunition. That would be automatic. There's a thing in here called a disconnector, and that disconnector disconnects the cycle, hence making it a semi-automatic firearm. So right now I have a dummy round loaded in the chamber, and I have 1 dummy round in the magazine. So basically I have 2 rounds in this firearm. And I'm going to try to demonstrate exactly what I mean by the cycle of functions. All right, so when I pull the trigger, I'm going to fire the gun. It fires. If this was a real cartridge, it's going to unlock, and I want you to see right here, it's going to unlock. See how the barrel dipped down? It's going to extract. You can see the actual cartridge being extracted from the chamber. And then it's going to eject, right? Okay. So now, and it's going to cock in this case, right? Now, when it goes forward, it's going to feed, chamber. You see how it's chambering now. Feed, chamber, lock, and now we can fire again. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to remove the source of feeds because I don't want this lock back, okay? So we're going to fire, unlock, extract, eject, cock. It's internal, you won't be able to see it. Then if there was another round, it would feed, chamber, lock, and now you're ready to fire again. That's the cycle of functions. Okay? So fire, unlock, extract, eject, cock, feed, chamber, lock. Why is that important to know? Well, if it didn't extract, you know there's probably something wrong with the extractor. If it didn't eject, you know there's probably something wrong with the ejector. If it didn't fire, you know there's probably something wrong with the firing pin or the firing pin spring or something of that nature. If it didn't lock into place, like if that barrel didn't lock into place, it looked like that. Now maybe there's something preventing it from actually locking in what we call going into battery, right? If it didn't unlock, then you would know there's something preventing it from unlocking, right? So when you take it to an armorer and you say, hey, I went to the range and you know what? It's not ejecting from the firearm. Then the armorer's probably like, okay, it's probably the ejector. And then they can fix the ejector. So that's why it's important to understand your cycle of functions. It's not critical to know that, but it's nice to know what your firearm is doing.